Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 233 pounds, Swerve!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode on the JPG channel, I should say. And we are here on Friday Night SmackDown, and we are joined by the realest one in the room, Swerve Strickland, looking to get a measure of revenge on that dastardly devil known as MJF here tonight. Of course, MJF attacking Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay after their fantastic singles match that we witnessed last week. Strickland looking to give MJF a little bit of a receipt here tonight to start our show. It's Strickland and MJF starting off here on this Friday night episode of SmackDown. Going to be a huge night. We got a rivalry to settle in our main event with Kross taking on Seth Freakin Rollins. And no holds barred action after the last few weeks. Those two getting involved in each other's matches, taking each other out with weapons. You name it. Rollins and Kross have definitely probably put each other through it. And it all comes to a culmination here tonight. Seth Rollins, Karrion Kross, no holds barred in the main event. We got Tiffany Stratton in the house in singles competition against the veteran Natalya as well. FraXiom also in action. And one half of the tag team champions, Tama Tonga, going to be taking on Montez Ford ahead of their big tag team championship rematch next week. Profits winning triple threat tag team match, triple threat tornado tag team match, to earn that opportunity at Gold once more. In the past, the Profits have contended for the championship against the Bloodline in a losing effort. Hopefully they've learned from their mistakes and can get the job done next week. But tonight's all about a little bit of momentum on Montez Ford's side, as he will be representing the Street Profits in that singles match. Here we go, MJF, first time in action in quite some time, and what a match he has to begin his career back here on Friday Night SmackDown against a very ticked off Swerve Strickland after that vicious attack from MJF to Swerve and Ospreay, but MJF having that scouted this time around, kicking Swerve right in the back. Nasty shot right to the rib. Swerve Strickland going to take a lot more to put him down, as he showcased in that Will Ospreay match. That was one hell of an effort from Swerve Strickland, and that's really how you get to make a name for yourself here on the JPG channel, with performances just like Swerve Strickland put on last Friday night. And now look at this big, beautiful Blue Thunder Bomb turning MJF inside out. And with the Royal Rumble on the cusp, with Royal Rumble just a few weeks away, you definitely want to start putting on some grand performances. Get yourself selected into that men's Royal Rumble, and of course the women's Royal Rumble as well. As now look at this, Swerve Strickland catching MJF with an inverted DDT. Lifting inverted DDT, MJF has to kick out at one. Maybe a little bit of ring rust on the... Oh, never mind. What a lariat by MJF there. I was going to say maybe a little bit of ring rust on the side of MJF, but nonetheless, right back into this one is the devil that we all know and love to hate. MJF clearly making his intentions pretty obvious last week by not only attacking Swerve Strickland, another man that's fighting to get in that United States Championship title picture, but also attacking the champion himself, Will Ospreay, definitely getting in the head of MJF. And now look at this, a Made in Japan sends Swerve Strickland down on his back. Could be an early night for Swerve Strickland as MJF looks to cinch in the salt of the earth armbar submission maneuver, and Swerve Strickland trying to fight out of here. And that thing is locked in center of the ring. But Swerve Strickland, look at this, a nice little variation out of that submission hold. And now Strickland going off the ropes. Beautifully done. by a man that's quickly becoming the highlight of Friday night in Swerve Strickland. And now Strickland sending MJF into the turnbuckle. What does Strickland have planned here? Elbow right to the jaw. Not done there just yet. Snap mirror and a beautiful European uppercut to the back of the neck of MJF. And now just some stomps right to the back. A little bit of insult on top of the injury. Kick right to the ribs. MJF trying to find a way back into this one. And now look at this, going to turn him inside out once more. Very innovative at the hands of MJF. And now MJF, once again in control of this one, sends Strickland face first into the turnbuckle. But Strickland had it scouted. And now look at this, a beautiful moonsault from Strickland. Wiping out MJF. And now wait a minute, picks him up and dumps him with a Saito suplex. Saito suplex turns MJF inside out. And now Strickland's on the attack here. And now Strickland, full head of steam, looking to wipe MJF out with a knee strike. My goodness gracious. MJF might be out there, and I think Swerve Strickland senses the exact same thing, but nonetheless. Oh, a huge drop kick. Pinpoint accuracy that time. Strickland trying to stay on the move here. I mean, as much as we love to hate MJF, we cannot discredit him. He is a former world champion in multiple companies. And now look at this. Strickland, full head of steam. Running the ropes once again as MJF gets ever so closer to him. And it's almost like Strickland was sucking him in that time. And now Strickland feeding off the energy of this crowd. Big moonsault off the apron there from Strickland. Count of 4. Swerve's going to throw MJF back into the ring. Certainly looking for a statement victory after a losing effort against the United States champion Ospreay last week. Beautiful drop kick. A beautiful springboard drop kick knocks MJF down. Still only a 1 count though. And now Swerve Strickland going off the ropes here. Went for the lariat, got caught. Beautiful. It couldn't have been any better by Swerve Strickland. And now wait a minute, Strickland going top rope. 450 splash. Look at that. A 450 splash to MJF puts him away. No. Only a count of 2. Back-to-back phenomenal performances by Swerve Strickland in the last 2 weeks. This guy is slowly but surely moving his way up this card. And I can only say nothing but good things about him. And now look at this, a nice Falcon Arrow. Falcon Arrow from Swerve Strickland. No, still not enough. As I said, we have to give the credit to MJF. He's still sticking in there with one of the top performers on Friday Night SmackDown in Swerve Strickland. But for how much longer does he have as he gets dropped right on his back? Strickland, again, like I said, feeding off the energy of this crowd. And I think Strickland looking to take to the skies once again. Another suicide dive wipes MJF out. Strickland playing a little bit to the audience here, but he's going to want to stay focused. MJF is not the person that you want to even give a moment's worth of breath of fresh air to. Beautiful meteor from Strickland. He has had MJF right where he wants him for the last few minutes in this match, but just as I say that, MJF flips the script. And now it's MJF calling to the crowd a little bit, but look out because Strickland is feeling froggy here tonight. Already taken to the skies more than once in this match, and now brings MJF back into the ring. And now, wait a minute, Strickland just beating the crap out of MJF right here, throwing some elbows right to the jaw. And now, wait a minute, again going for a Blue Thunder Bomb. MJF had it scouted that time around, gets Strickland on his shoulders, and now hangs Strickland out to dry on those ropes. Could that be enough to put away Swerve? Not enough just yet. And went for a boot, but got caught here. Swerve Strickland, oh, look at that. What a counter by MJF, almost Ospreay-esque. But wait a minute, Strickland had it countered this time around. And now once again, trying to get for a back suplex. Clearly, MJF is a very fast learner, very quick learner. He has not allowed Swerve Strickland to get Oh, but he got a shot right there. I was going to say, not allowed to Swerve Strickland to hit him twice with one thing, and just like that, he went for another Meteora. MJF having everything scouted from Swerve Strickland, and MJF again talking a little trash here, but Swerve Strickland's not having it. Oh, and it gets dumped out of the outside. MJF clearly will take a count-out victory here tonight. And now, wait a minute, now MJF, never mind. Maybe MJF has a thing or two to prove. The last time he was fighting for the United States Championship, it was in a losing effort to Kenny Omega in London at Money in the Bank. It's the last time we saw MJF, as a matter of fact, resulting in a little bit of an injury that MJF had to recover from. We haven't seen him since about June of last year, and he's back on the scene now. Right, of course, ironically, when Royal Rumble season is upon us. And now, wait a minute. Oh, MJF quick to his feet and quick to knock Swerve off his. And now, wait a minute, goes for something again. Got caught. Oh, what a shot. What a shot to MJF, and now Swerve Strickland going to where he knows best, that top rope. Double foot stomp connects. The double foot stomp connects, could put away MJF right here. MJF getting a shoulder out. MJF getting the shoulder out. Swerve Strickland has to fight here. Shot right to the back. And now these two going back and forth here. The crowd chanting, "We're not worthy." They are more than worthy of seeing this match after paying their hard-earned money to get a ticket to this one. Beautiful drop kick once more from Strickland. And now Swerve trying to stay in the game here as Max gets an elbow right to the face, and my God, what a DDT. A DDT on the apron knocks MJF out cold. And now Swerve Strickland trying to get him back in the ring, but MJF still has a little left in the tank here. I'd say these two are both neck and neck right now. It could be anyone's ball game, and you have to believe that, you know, some sort of a championship opportunity is in the winner's near future. This is a big, high-stakes match. Another smack right to the face. That's MJF just playing with his food. It's just him getting into the mind of Swerve Strickland, doing what he does best, playing those mind games. As now he switches it up and goes right for the arm. And now twisting at the shoulder of Strickland is MJF. No doubt about it, setting up for that armbar for a second time in this match. If he locks it in a second time, we might be looking at the winner of this match. Oh, and a shot right to the back of the neck of Strickland. Strickland's down and out here. MJF has an opportunity of a lifetime to cinch in that salt of the earth for a second time. Salt of the earth cinched in for a second time. And again, it's in the center of the ring. Strickland writhing in agony here. Writhing in agony here. MJF thinks he has this match won. He thinks he has the match won, but Strickland's trying to fight out of it. He's trying to fight out of it. And again, somehow, some way, gets out of it. And now once again, gets caught a second time with that rolling thunder. And now wait a minute, that snap mirror, usually the precursor to the house call. House call connects. MJF's out. MJF suffers a big loss here tonight at the hands of Swerve Strickland. What a match we just saw between Strickland and MJF. Man, this guy cannot buy himself a breather, because look behind him, Carmelo Hayes, an old rival. These two had a few battles last season. And it looks like Carmelo Hayes is not going to let Swerve Strickland jump the line when it comes to the United States Championship. As I said, the U.S. title scene really heating up here on Friday Night SmackDown. Strickland, MJF, Carmelo Hayes, Ospreay has his work cut out for him, let me tell you that. But ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned earlier, huge singles match coming up. Ford, Tama Tonga, a little bit of a bragging rights, a little bit of a momentum as well, whoever wins this match. Taz needs this win for his team to kind of just, like I said, bring them some momentum heading into the big WWE Tag Team Championship match going down next week. The Street Profits have longed for a tag team title, run in their career. for the last few years now. It's been a very long time since we've seen the Street Profits with gold around their waist. Can it be finally their time next week if they can take out the devastating team of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, a team that have held those championships ever since May of last year? They have ran roughshod across SmackDown's tag team division, but the tag team division is slowly starting to look a lot different than the tag team division that these two completely ran through last year. We got newer teams on the horizon. We got, the family, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. We got FraXiom, who have been very, very quickly moving their way up the ladder in terms of tag team competition. Of course, we got Chase University as well. They're actually, those two teams going to action coming up next in tag team action. FraXiom and Chase University. Like I said, there are some newer teams here that haven't had the opportunities like the Profits had or A-Town Down Under. And now Montez Ford getting ready to enter this one. Ford, of course, has the ceiling. His potential doesn't have a ceiling when it comes to singles competition. You got to believe this guy is going to be a breakout star one of these days. Soon in the future, has to be going down for Montez Ford. But right now, he's comfortable with where he's at. He likes, running the tag team scene with one of his best friends in the business, and Angelo Dawkins. But, tag team scene can only get you so far without any gold. If they can recover those tag team championships, you have to believe it breathed a new life into this team, the Street Profits. And that is something that they have needed for quite some time. Of course, Street Profits, always a fan favorite, always refreshing to see. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins always putting on a great performance. And now look at this. Oh, Tama Tonga striking while the iron's hot. Knocking out Montez Ford here. Immediately taking the aggressive side is Tama Tonga. Of course, coming off of a War Games match not even 7 days ago, but still got that dog in him from the War Games match. Tama Tonga took a lot of damage in said War Games match, bleeding profusely. Still got the job done at the end of the day, courtesy of Jacob Fatu and Sol Sikoa coming in clutch at the end. The Bloodline knocking off the team of Ilya Dragunov and the Judgment Day. Judgment Day and Dragunov not here tonight. Licking their wounds a little bit. I mean, you would think the Bloodline, Fatu and Sol Sikoa also not here tonight, but the tag team champions are in the building. And that's the problem here, is that they're not coming into this thing 100%. And Montez Ford knows that, as he was going to take to the skies for a second, but Tama Tonga getting back in the ring, and now Ford lighting up the chest, even though the protector is doing its job and protecting that chest of Tama Tonga. Montez Ford still trying to do some damage here. A nice standing frog splash. And now look at this. Montez Ford setting him up. Big sit-out powerbomb to Tama Tonga. Big powerbomb from Ford, but only a 1 count is awarded to Ford. So far, Montez Ford has kept this momentum going in this match and has been able to remain in the driver's seat. As Tama Tonga, as I said, not coming in here 100%, and it might be to his detriment. Maybe not even coming in here 80%, maybe not even 50% as a matter of fact. That War Games match was absolutely brutal. We saw tables, we saw doors, we saw barbed wire baseball bats, you name it, we probably saw it in that match. Jacob Fatu is a madman. He took so much damage himself, but was able to dish out twice as much. If you guys have not watched Survivor Series, go back after this video. It was certainly one to not miss. And now a nice frog splash again for Montez Ford. This is awesome. Chance in the crowd, as they usually are when Montez Ford is in action. As I said, definitely a treat to watch. Definitely potential a mile long. As Tonga Loa getting in the face of Montez Ford, while Tama Tonga taking a nap over on the ropes. Big drop kick to Tama Tonga. Ford able to keep his head in the game here. And now Montez Ford perhaps looking to take to the skies. Look out! Over the top rope, but got suckered in. Tama Tonga, just enough time, buying himself enough time to recover and make Montez Ford crash and burn. But nice DDT from Ford. Wipes out Tama Tonga. And now Montez Ford going second rope. Tama Tonga trying to get back up to his feet. Gets met by a double axe handle. And now Ford again going second rope. Another drop kick. Drop kick sends Tama Tonga flying halfway across the ring. And now Ford. Huge shot right to the face of Tama Tonga. And wait a minute, Montez Ford now, what does he have planned with Tama Tonga getting out of harm's way real quick? There's that jumping cutter out of nowhere. The cutter lands to Montez Ford to give the bloodline momentum heading into next week's match. But Montez Ford sticks it in. He sticks in there with Tama. Oh, a rake to the eyes. How are you supposed to defend that second one? Come on, ref. There's got to be some kind of discretion here. And now, wait a minute, Tama Tonga going for a drop kick, but it was averted. It was averted. A big drop kick right to the back of Tama Tonga. And now Montez Ford. Oh, clearly he still can't see after those two rakes to the eyes. I wouldn't be able to either. And now Montez Ford shots right to the abdomen area of Tama Tonga, trying to soften up one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions in this one. And now Ford, this time he gets what he was going for earlier. And now the drop kick connects. Here comes Montez Ford back into this one. And now Ford slowly getting back his momentum. And now look out, Tama Tonga could have a flying Montez Ford to worry about. Ford crashing into Tama Tonga, excuse me. And now Montez Ford feeding off the energy of this crowd. As I said, always a fan favorite are the Street Profits. A huge flying crossbody connects. Ford's not done there just yet, though. Catches him with a DDT. Plants Tama Tonga, but the damage might be done to Montez Ford. Ford is in a bad way right now. But nonetheless, Montez Ford trying to hang it in there, with the champ. Look at that, a beautiful blockbuster. Beautiful blockbuster connects Montez Ford now, wasting little to no time with that shifting frog splash in midair. And with that, Montez Ford able to pick up a big win over Tama Tonga here tonight. That win right there should definitely put a lot of confidence on the side of Street Profits coming into next week's tag team match. And what a match it will be. WWE Tag Team Championships on the line next week here on Friday Night SmackDown. Only one place on the JPG channel as the Street Profits celebrate this big singles victory of Montez Ford's. As we said, folks, tag team action coming up next. The most exciting team on Friday Night SmackDown, if you ask me, and FraXiom taking on Chase University. This should be a good one. Anytime you see Axiom and Nathan Frazier in action, it's probably going to be, one of the main highlights here on the blue brand of the JPG channel. FraXiom, they just need that one big win, and they almost had it a few weeks ago. The match that the Profits did win against A-Town Down Under and FraXiom. There were a number of opportunities in that match that FraXiom could have won the match, but at the same time they were a little bit too focused on Their rivals at the time in A-Town Down Under, which they finally got to settle in Tornado Tag Team action last week. FraXiom picking up a win over Theory and Waller, and now looking to move on to bigger and better things. And it could start here tonight with a big win over Chase University. Thea Hale accompanying Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. Thea Hale has yet to make her in-ring debut on Friday Night SmackDown, but a big announcement here tonight is that her debut will actually be next week on Friday Night SmackDown. Thea Hale making her in-ring debut next week on Friday Night SmackDown, joining this ever so growing female women's roster on the blue brand. Certainly going to be one to watch out for is Thea Hale. If her energy coming out here with Chase University is anything to go by, she's going to be one energetic individual next week in her debut.
The team of Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
And look at this, Axiom and Frazier. Speaking of energetic, these guys literally never slow down, to steal a phrase from Nathan Frazier's theme music. But it is true. Like, I mean, it's a fitting song for Frazier and Axiom, because they do indeed never slow down. And that's part of the reason why they've had so much success in the tag team division since arriving on the blue brand. But as I say that, the much bigger Duke Hudson taking it to Axiom. Huge sidewalk slam. Now for this is a big opportunity for Chase University to get some momentum in the tag team division. They've been on some losing efforts to the Embassy in the last few weeks. They've been on some losing efforts to a few teams since arriving on the scene. They need a big win to kickstart their momentum here on Friday Night SmackDown. And now Axiom already sending Duke Hudson into the corner of Frazier. Frazier taking a little bit of a cheap shot at Duke Hudson. I'm not sure how Axiom would feel about that, but nonetheless, Axiom and Frazier now sending Duke Hudson off the ropes. Big running shoulder tackle. It took two men to knock one man down, but Hudson is one gigantic individual in terms of comparing him to Frazier and Axiom. But it's the speed, is what I was saying about these two, that keeps them ahead of everybody else. And now, wait a minute. Nathan Frazier, look at that again. It's the speed that overwhelms Duke Hudson. I mean, he just kicked him 3 separate times in a span of 5 seconds. I don't even know what to say about that. A huge standing enziguri from Nathan Frazier. And Frazier does not want to be out there. Look at, or excuse me, not Frazier. Duke Hudson. Nathan Frazier is running the ropes here, trying to charge up, but Duke Hudson able to get back in the ring in the nick of time, and that is going to be an opening for Chase University as he wipes out Frazier with a clothesline. Shots right to the face of Nathan Frazier, going for a pinfall opportunity, but Frazier out at one. And now it's Duke Hudson getting Frazier in the corner of the University. Shot right to the leg. Shot right to the ribs, but Frazier ducking that second time. Now head right into the turnbuckle. And now we're going to see some tag team continuity out of Chase University as Professor Andre Chase enters this one. Look at this. Sending out an SOS is Andre Chase with a big pinfall, but Frazier out at 2. Some damage has definitely been done to Frazier, and I believe that both members of Chase University are capitalizing on that to a T. And now, wait a minute. Oh, a huge dragon screw. Just when you want to count Frazier out, he does that. A huge standing shooter from Frazier. And now a neck breaker to Andre Chase. These two, Axiom and Frazier, man, they're like the human Energizer bunnies. I don't know what to say about it except for that. Oh, and what a super kick. Lands flush to the jaw. And with that, Frazier's going to get a much-needed tag to Axiom as Axiom now enters this match for the second time. Gets a big arm drag for his troubles, though, but right back on his feet. What a elbow. Straight to the jaw of Andre Chase as he walks the ropes. Axiom now going to take on Duke Hudson here, as Duke Hudson keeping his distance and sends Axiom for a ride with a German suplex. And now try to take a cheap shot on Nathan Frazier. Frazier's not having it. Big springboard drop kick. A big springboard drop kick connects to Duke Hudson. Referee showing a little bit of leniency here. A nice standing Spanish fly from Axiom. And now another standing shooter, but Duke Hudson gets the knees up this time. Shot right to the back of Axiom. And now it's Hudson on the attack once more. Oh, elbow, or excuse me, a knee right to the midsection. Axiom going to make it hard for him to breathe. It's already harder for him to breathe, the fact that he wrestles with a mask on. And now, wait a minute, Axiom going off the ropes. Ooh, that was hard to watch. That was certainly hard to watch. Just landed him right on the spine of Duke Hudson. Oh, and an elbow right to the jaw. That's certainly going to be hard to take as he hits a huge Poison Rana does Axiom. Hudson gets the shoulder out. And now Axiom sending Duke Hudson into the turnbuckle. Huge clothesline. Not done there just yet. Out of the ropes with a Tilt-A-Whirl DDT. The Tilt-A-Whirl DDT connects. And now Duke Hudson having to make a tag to Andre Chase as Axiom getting out of harm's way. A smack right to the back, though. Puts him right in his place. Duke Hudson having to get out of the ring before he gets counted out here. Chop right to the chest from Axiom. Oh, and a huge knee strike right to the face. And now Axiom sending Andre Chase back into the corner of FraXiom here as Frazier shot right to the ribs. And now look at this. Oh, takes out Andre Chase. And now wait a minute, Nathan Frazier going off the ropes. Gets it again for a second time. And now taking out Duke Hudson is Nathan Frazier, but Thea Hale playing a little bit of a part in this match. Talking perhaps a little trash to Nathan Frazier as Andre Chase should be taking advantage of this, but he's out cold. He's out cold right now. And now keeping his distance might have solved the solution, did Andre Chase. And now Chase setting up Nathan Frazier for something here. Look at this. Sits him out with a flatliner. Arm trap flatliner from Andre Chase. Axiom saves the match for his team. And now it's Axiom. Count of two as Axiom has to go back to his corners. Now Nathan Frazier could be in some trouble here. Chase University, gotta give him some credit. Definitely hanging in there with FraXiom as now Axiom gets a shot right to the face for his troubles. But wait a minute, got met by one. And now Nathan Frazier going for a roll-up here. Duke Hudson with his eyes not on the prize. And now both of these guys ducking, dodging, and weaving each other's strikes. Big shot right to the ribs from Duke Hudson. And now Frazier sends him off the ropes. Oh, huge elbow into an Enziguri. Enziguri connects. And now it's Duke Hudson getting Nathan Frazier into the corner. But Frazier quickly out of that one. Beautiful sling blade from Frazier. Oh, and an elbow right to the face. And Thea Hale once more getting involved here. But look at this, Axiom looks to take a cheap shot of his own. A huge splash to Duke Hudson now. And now Nathan Frazier taking out Andre Chase with 3 strikes. Nathan Frazier now. Chop right to the chest of Duke Hudson. Oh, and what a strike. Frazier has certainly taken a lot of damage in this match. And now, wait a minute, grabbing a submission hold is Nathan Frazier. Slid through for a Boston Crab. But Duke Hudson out of it with those strong legs, able to reverse. And now slamming Frazier's head on the mat. Frazier's out, Chase is back in the ring. This could spell disaster. Frazier still slow to get back up to his feet, but as I say that, he picks up the pace once more. A strike right to the face of Andre Chase, and Thea Hale for the third time in this match. Shouting out to Nathan Frazier, but Frazier had it scouted. This time Chase had that one scouted though. And now a stomp to the arm of Frazier. Chase University certainly making a name for themselves here tonight against, as I said, a team that has been climbing up the ladder with every win that they get. Victories over former tag team champions. A-Town Down Under is now Andre Chase sending Nathan Frazier off the ropes. Gets met by a clothesline though. And now FraXiom getting back into this one. Trying to send Chase into the turnbuckle. Gets averted though. Andre Chase now. Oh, a strike right to the ribs. And now wait a minute. FraXiom. Beautiful arm drag into the corner. Drop kick combination. And now trying to take Hudson out once more, but Hudson has scouted that time. Setting Andre Chase up on the turnbuckle. Kick right to the arm. And now wait a minute. Ducks the attempt. Beautiful Pele kick. And Thea Hale again. This time talking some trash to FraXiom on the outside. Chase University, we've seen them use some underhanded tactics in the past to try and get the job done, but it hasn't really brought them much success. As now FraXiom setting Andre Chase up on the top rope once more. And now wait a minute, looking to take him out with a Hurricane Rana. Hurricane Rana takes him out, and now Hudson. And now Hudson, and now there's that speed once more that we're talking about. Nathan Frazier going top rope. The Hurricane Rana took out Andre Chase. Frazier, beautiful Phoenix splash off the top rope. And that might be it right there. Indeed, FraXiom picks up a win over Chase University. That was some tremendous tag team work from FraXiom and Frazier. FraXiom with the Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Immediately runs to the corner, tags in Frazier. Frazier hitting the Phoenix Splash. And that is all they wrote here tonight. You have to admire the efforts of Chase University. But at the end of the day, FraXiom and Frazier are riding away with momentum just too high for even the University to be able to conquer. And ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Stratton is in action next, just before our main event. No holds barred, ruthless match going down with Seth Freakin Rollins and Karrion Kross. But first, Stratton in action against the veteran Natalya. Been a little while since we've seen Tiffany Stratton here on Friday Night SmackDown, but as I said, a lot of people start peeling their heads out from underneath the ground, out from the darkness when the Royal Rumble comes around. Everybody wants a spot in that Rumble. A match that this woman has been a part of plenty of times in her career, but has never won. Tiffany Stratton will be entering her third Royal Rumble, looking to also have better success in her prior outings. And here comes the center of the universe, Tiffany Stratton, the princess of Friday nights. With Bianca Belair getting that championship back at Survivor Series against Jade Cargill, there's certainly going to be a lot of women fighting for that that opportunity to be her first challenger. Stratton would probably love to put her name at the top of the list, but she's going to need some big wins in the next coming weeks to even do so. Has to kind of start from the bottom, build her momentum back up. Or she could, you know, kind of jump the shark a little bit and jump the line, win the Royal Rumble match, and have a guaranteed opportunity. As look at this, Stratton trying to take a cheap shot at Natalya. Natalya having it scouted here, but Stratton now. Shot right to the face of Natalya. Big clothesline. Knocks out the veteran. He definitely has some mean girl persona of Tiffany Stratton. Natalya might be trying to beat it out of her here tonight. And a big Michinoku driver on the outside. Tiffany Stratton might regret trying to take it to Natalya before the bell could really even ring. Oh, a shot right to the jaw of Natalya, though. Was met by Stratton, sends her into the announce table. This is slowly getting really ugly to watch as Stratton sends her face first. I think she went for Natalya's own move right there. A big discus lariat that we've seen Natalya hit before. These two women, the bell hasn't even rung and they're already duking it out. Stratton now sending Natalya into the ring where this match could officially become official. Oh, and gets met by a clothesline. That's the one that Stratton was looking for earlier. Shot right to the face of Natalya. And now Stratton here off the ropes. Oh, a huge elbow right to the face. And now, wait a minute, Natalya could be in a very bad spot as we saw Stratton undo that turnbuckle. Certainly looking to jump that line with nefarious tactics is the princess. And Natalya, though, trying to keep up with her. Huge drop kick right to the face. Went for an elbow. Natalya able to reverse it now. And now Stratton sending her into that turnbuckle. Looking for the win right here. Natalya still having some fight left in her, though. Shockingly. Now the referee's starting to realize exactly what happened to that turnbuckle padding. And now, again, momentarily distracted. And now, oh, look at this. Stratton twisting that arm of Natalya. Oh, face first right into the turnbuckle. Oh, and now a kick right to the arm of Natalya. Stratton gets back into this one. And now going for, I think, another Michinoku driver, but Stratton with a nice reversal. Inverted DDT out of that one. And now Tiffany Stratton, look at the power. Power of Stratton, one of the youngest performers here, one of the certainly future of this business type performers, gets met by a clothesline, but was averted by Tiffany. And now Tiffany's got Natalya on her shoulders, but now it's Natalya fighting out of it. Tremendous reversals out of these two. Natalya had a hand in getting Tiffany Stratton prepared for the limelight. And certainly she hasn't forgotten all of Tiffany Stratton's go-tos. As now look at this. Suicide dive. Wipes out Natalya. And now Stratton sending the veteran back in the ring. Look at the strength of Tiffany Stratton. Taking out Natalya with a Samoan drop. Trips the leg of Natalya, slowly but surely staying one step ahead of a woman with a lot more knowledge, a lot more experience in this company, in this sport than Tiffany Stratton. But Stratton is a very quick learner. She's very quickly risen to the top more than once down in NXT, looking to do the exact same here on the main roster. Huge spear from Natalya. Finally takes her down a notch or two. Now elbow right to the face. Both of these two maybe running on a little bit of empty tanks at this point. Remember, they started this match before the bell even rang, technically, as Tiffany Stratton decided to, at least. Another drop kick right to the face of Natalya. And now wait a minute, Natalya out of it with an inverted DDT. Go for a body slam with Stratton. And now again gets kicked right to the ribs. Big drop kick to the face. Tiffany Stratton now. And for an elbow right to the jaw of Natalya, out of it again. She is definitely keeping up with the young talent, Tiffany Stratton. Oh, a kick right to the face, though. A kick right to the face. Natalya could be out here. Tiffany Stratton now. Oh, a huge double axe handle right to the throat. Met Natalya right on the throat, did that double axe handle. And now Stratton, huge Alabama slam. And now again, undoing that turnbuckle, this time on the other side. Oh, and face first goes Natalya. How the hell does the referee not even see this every time? And now Stratton's driving that shoulder right into the mat once more. There's this awesome chance in the crowd, I suppose, is now Natalya taking out Stratton not once, twice, but 3 times. As now Natalya building up some momentum, sending Stratton shoulder first into the ring post. Big drop kick from Stratton. And for an elbow, Natalya again dodging it. And again dodging that lariat attempt from Natalya as Stratton plants her this time. And now, wait a minute, that's usually the precursor. Prettiest moonsault averted from Natalya as Natalya grabs a sharpshooter. Natalya grabs a sharpshooter in the center of the ring now. Stratton's in a bad way. Stratton's in a very bad way right now. As now Natalya looking for the sharpshooter here, but Stratton trying to fight out and turn around. And she gets the reversal she needs. And now, wait a minute, right back into it, though. Natalya, a second sharpshooter. Second sharpshooter to Stratton. The second time that Tiffany Stratton has to fight out of this submission move. A submission move that has won multiple world championships throughout the Hart family. But now Tiffany Stratton, again, somehow, some way, able to fight out of it. And now, oh, a shoulder right into the canvas. Already been slowly but surely. And now the referee finally able to realize here. But now look at this. Went for the prettiest moonsault again. And Natalya again out of harm's way. A second Michinoku driver has the pinfall. Referee doesn't even realize it. Has the Michinoku driver in. And Natalya defeating Tiffany Stratton here tonight. Natalya with a big win over Stratton. Tiffany Stratton trying to build some momentum, but Natalya besting as I said at the end of the day, it was probably just a whole, you know, knows more than the younger competitor heading into the match. As Rollins and Karrion Kross close out our show and no holds barred. This is going to be a slugfest. It's not going to be anything short of it. The Harbinger of Doom back here on Friday Night SmackDown. Last few weeks, getting some major victories over Chad Gable and his American-made team that he put together as soon as he got on Friday Night SmackDown with the Creed brothers. Karrion Kross besting Chad Gable last week. And of course, getting right back in the face of this man right here, Seth Freakin Rollins, who made his return a number of weeks ago against Chad Gable as well. Rollins is back up on the scene just in time for Royal Rumble season. A match that he knows all too much about after being a former winner, being a former WrestleMania main eventer as well in his own right. The visionary Seth Rollins here to do battle with the Harbinger of Doom. Closing our show here tonight. And here we go. Rollins and Kross meeting in the center of the ring. Rollins immediately lighting up Karrion Kross with every strike he can think of. And Rollins immediately taking to the ring here. As I said, it's not going to be no collar and elbows between these two. As Rollins now sending Kross into the corner here. And now, wait a minute, sends a chair right into the face of Kross. Big drop kick into the corner. Seth Rollins now. The hell else he's got planned here? He's got a freaking shovel looking to bury Karrion Kross where he stands. Chop right to the chest. Seth Rollins, clearly a strategy here. Taking out Karrion Kross, goes for a weapon and tries to get right back on the top of things. He's wailing away. Karrion Kross gets met by a knee right to the face, though. And now Karrion Kross back into this one. And now Rollins kicking him off, though. And a super kick right to the face of Kross. Seth Rollins again back out to grab some more weapons to play with in this playground of weapons that we have here tonight, as Karrion Kross trying to keep up with Rollins. But one thing that Rollins is going to have over Karrion Kross is the speed advantage. Kross can use his power and his master manipulations to get the upper hand, though, at the same time. As now Seth Rollins, though, trying to take Kross over, gets dropped right on that kendo stick. And now Kross sending some shots right to the face of Rollins. And now Rollins trying to fight here. Oh! And now Karrion Kross now grabbing a hold of an ankle lock. Definitely a little slap to the face of Chad Gable with an ankle lock being cinched in by Kross. And now kick right to the face of Kross from Rollins. Big sling blade. Oh, I think his back hit that shovel, if I'm not mistaken. And now Rollins sending Kross over the top rope. And now these two going to the outside. And now Seth Freakin Rollins sending Kross to the outside. Looking to meet him, though, is the visionary Kross. Out of harm's way that time. And now Rollins sending Kross into the steel steps, though. And now again going for another weapon is Seth Rollins. I mean, there's got to be nothing but dirt and left on the underneath our ring right now, as Seth Rollins with a big leg drop Rollins looking to tear apart our announce table. Who even cares at this point, because this is the end of the show, as a matter of fact. So Rollins can do all he can to tear this arena apart to try and get the win here tonight. Karrion Kross, though, is going to have a little bit of something to say about that as he sends Rollins, trying to get him back in the ring, but Rollins fighting it off now. And now Seth Rollins sending Karrion Kross shoulder first into the barricade. Grabs a hold of the leg there, gets a big foot trap DDT as Seth Rollins trying to feed off the energy that this crowd has been bringing all night long. And now sending Karrion Kross into the announce table, but Karrion Kross sends him back in the ring. And now Seth Rollins right back on the outside here as Kross staring a hole through Seth Rollins, and he meets him with a huge lariat. Meets Rollins with a huge lariat and now spikes him on the outside with a DDT. Rollins trying to get back up to his feet, though. Strike right to the ribs. Strike right to the ribs from Seth Rollins, as Rollins now looking to send Kross into the announce table. It looks like Rollins got some bad intentions on the mind. Gonna plant Kross through the announce and will sit out power bomb. A sit out power bomb connects to Karrion Kross. This is awesome chance in the crowd as Kross gets planted through the announce table. Kross is out here. Rollins could have this match all but won, but I don't think he's done doing any damage right now, as he had that table earlier. If he can plant Kross through a second table, he will certainly be in a pretty good spot here to put this one away, but Karrion Kross out of it now. Sending Kross right back into that turnbuckle is Seth Rollins now. A second time going for something is Rollins. Again, Kross averting it. And now wait a minute. Karrion Kross grabs a submission hold of his own, grabbing the cross jacket to Seth Rollins. Rollins, though, able to fight out of it. Rollins able to fight out of it here. And now strike right to the ribs. Oh, sends Kross right into that table. And now Karrion Kross again fighting out of Rollins. Attempt to put him away through this table. And now another sling blade connects. Another sling blade connects to Karrion Kross. Oh, takes him out with a face buster of sorts, but Karrion Kross again taking his way out to the ring. Is now Rollins looking to set him back into the ring. As Karrion Kross happily now trying to get Rollins up here, but oh, and now look at this. Got kicked right in the midsection. Didn't see it. The stomp to the chair. A stomp on the chair connects. Rollins might have put Kross away right here. Indeed he did. Seth Freakin Rollins with a big win over the Harbinger of Doom. Throwing literally everything but the kitchen sink at Kross to get the win here tonight. Kross certainly with some efforts, though, trying to choke out Seth Rollins. Trying to put him through a table as well. But at the end of the day, the visionary looking to move on to bigger and better things at Royal Rumble season. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another episode of Universe Mode on the JPG channel. And as always, I will see y'all on the next one.